Greetings, bloodbags, and welcome to TUSOP's terrifying takeover of the spookiest month of the year. October is dead and gone, but it has risen from its grave with an insatiable thirst for blood and a month of vampire stories. So grab your garlic and your crucifixes and prepare yourself for Vamptober.
Hello, all of my bloodthirsty paranormal freaks out there. It is I, Golden Jay, hanging out with
The Rocker Jay
and Jada. Do you want me to start again?
No, it's all right.
No.
Leave it. Leave it.
Also-
It's perfect.
Just Logan and
You should've
Golden Jay nailed that landing.
So Logan's back with us again this week, but we have a very special guest. It's the first time we've gotten him on the United States of Paranormal. He's been a long-time listener, a long-time emailer. Iso-Kam, thank you for joining us for our Chilla Filla.
Yeah,
Nailed
we
it.
should let ISO do the intro.
Hey, can you
Oh.
do the intro for me?
Welcome back to the United States of Paranormal, episode 87.
Very good.
This is the Chilla Filla.
Hey.
Hey, how come we can all do it without like having to work up to it? But yeah, you gotta like grab your nuts, put your nose up in the air, and fucking cough.
Listen, there's a difference between impressions and the main thing, sir.
Oh,
There is a mindset I have to be into. Like Kevin Conroy didn't just sit down and was like, okay, I'm Batman. He was like, I am the Knight. You have to prep yourself, sir. I'm artistic integrity.
I am Batman.
See, we got it. We're there. We got it going on.
I'm not Batman.
Where is he? Where is he?
Harvey Dent.
Nice. That's good.
My Batman didn't
go? Where's Rachel?
My Batman didn't sound like Christian Bale. Not even a little bit. Don't even get me started on that Bane. I'll leave that to Chico.
Do you know what you call Batman when he quits going to church?
Christian Bale.
There you go.
You fucking you dork.
Got a million of them, man. Got a
Oh,
million
absolutely.
of them.
Nobody doubts that. Not a single person.
No, it's an all day. It's an all day thing for me. It's constant with different people that I see throughout the day, and I've always got to have one in my pocket, or else I get fucking chewed out.
This is why the two lovely ladies at TUSOP deserve emails saying how much people appreciate them, because they deal with him on a daily basis.
It's
One
true.
at home, one at work.
Yeah. Hey.
And some days Jen just gets me all fucking day because she has me at work and then she has to come to the studio to record.
God bless you both.
What would they do without me in their life?
It'd be very quiet.
Yeah, no shit. Very,
Listen,
very-
all right. Well, listen, I'm just not going to talk.
okay.
I don't think that's possible for you.
That's like me saying I won't talk. Nobody believes that. Not even for a second.
Not even for a split. Damn it. See, here I go already.
Yep.
Exactly.
So ISO buddy, what's been going on down in your neck of the woods? You've got some big announcements that you made on the call, guys. Do you want to share some of those with us?
I can. So it's kind of everything's kind of going crazy. Like I moved out of my mom's house like a month ago, got an apartment, learned I'm having a baby on the way. Then I get
Nice.
rear-ended.
Oh.
My car gets totaled. I gotta be carless for a while. Just moved to a new apartment. Got a manager job at Walmart. I know you guys hate Walmart, but
Hey. Speak for them, okay? I have small children. Walmart's my best friend.
our Walmart's actually pretty clean, But
I don't hate Walmart. It's the people in our Walmart that drives me nuts. That's where my anxiety comes. Walmart has some great prices and some great deals, and they should sponsor the United States of Paranormal.
Exactly. That's where
Get
I
on
bought my
that.
that's where I bought my Mickeys from. Walmart.
I can try to put in a good word in our. We're a really small store, though. It might not go very far.
That's fine.
I have faith in you.
Well, for starters, man, congratulations.
Yes.
Going to be a dad soon. That is fucking awesome, man. Congratulations. And my understanding is everybody from the car wreck is okay. I mean, so you guys walked away from it without any issues.
Yeah, my hand and my chest really they did.
Yeah. We don't hit inanimate objects, Iso.
Well, I mean, I was hit the car or hit the guy, because I had a pregnant girlfriend in the car, and that
That's
kind
fair.
of made it extra.
I'm just here to let you know you never win in a fight against an inanimate object. They always come out on top.
That's how I broke my hand one time. Bathroom stall door. Yeah, they don't. There was no give in that.
Yeah, no, it's a door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but no, man, I'm glad you guys are okay, and you can replace a car, but you can't replace people. So I'm glad you're all right. And congratulations on the promotion. Like I said, I learn all this by listening to the Call Guys podcast on Mondays when they stream every week.
Hey.
I did get a nice car out of it. I got a 2021 Kia K5 GT. So
all right, nice.
I don't know what any of that is, but it sounds nice.
Kia's making some good shit lately, man. I'm telling you.
Everybody in my apartment complex drives a fucking Kia Soul. So that's the only one I know. They're all shaped like little square boxes. So
stay away from the hamster car.
Yeah.
They're cute. They go fast. They don't use their blinkers. They kind of piss me off. That's all right.
No blinkers. I find that to be one of my biggest pet peeves.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's pretty agitating. Iso, do you know what? I don't want to pry, but do you know what the baby's going to be yet?
It's a baby.
I do, but my girlfriend doesn't.
Oh, okay. So we won't pry. But we're going to find out if he's a real Call Guys fan eventually, if it's a girl.
Because that's all they're having is girls over there at the Call Guys.
Well, which let me tell you, I've only seen. I don't know if Chico hasn't had his yet.
As of this recording, no.
Yeah, I've seen one of the new Call Guys baby, and let me tell you, the Call Guy makes a handsome baby. That is a pretty little girl.
Very much so. We're so grateful that the baby looks like her mom.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. Colton is a handsome man.
Really?
Freakishly tall, but handsome.
Why are you sucking up to Colton right now?
Listen, I like Colton. I don't like Colton's opinions.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's a difference. I can separate the man from his shitty movie taste. I can do that.
And the shitty sports teams like the Celtics are absolutely garbage. And so are the Bears.
Listen, I'm not going to talk shit on the Bears because I've been to Chicago. They'll hunt you down. Go Bears.
They say the homeless guy moved from Cleveland to Chicago, and the dumpster fire, he lit it up there in Chicago. So,
oh no,
yeah.
I just want all the Chicagoans to know that
fire.
Logan supports Chicago any way, form, or possibility at all. Support Chicago. Don't come at me. Go for Golden Jay. He lives closer too. My trip to me is a lot farther.
True, but it's warmer down where he's at. So.
It was 68 this morning. That's not warm here.
68. In Kentucky, our weather is like way downhill.
Yeah, no.
I go out at nighttime and it's like 40 degrees.
Yeah. Here too.
But Kentucky is where half my family, well, no, both sides of my family are from Kentucky because Mom and Bobby's dad was from Kentucky.
Yeah.
So my dad's family is from Kentucky too. So I got deep roots in Kentucky. But I don't do snow. I've evolved.
I wish.
I think the question to ask him is when's the last time you've been back to Kentucky?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably when I was like 15. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I'm good. Like I said, I'll sweat in the summer. I prefer that. I'll take it.
It's like a little bit every year. The snow just gets pushed back like a few weeks every single year in Kentucky. So it's out of Christmas. It never snows on Christmas now. It's always like late February.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm okay with that. I don't mind. I don't mind it snowing after Christmas. I know that that's not a very valid opinion around these parts. Everybody likes their snow on Christmas Day, but
I don't like snow at all, so it can go away.
Listen, last time it snowed here, I was 17 and it lasted for 6 hours. I'll take it.
I'm not even that much
that
of a
was
Christmas guy.
That was while I was in school, and my at that time girlfriend, they called off school because here they don't salt the roads, they don't have plows. So if it snows or freezes, they shut down everything. So they were like, no school, you get to sleep in. I'm sleeping in. My at that time girlfriend came in my room and hit me with a snowball. And let me tell you, I was not a happy man. She's like, it's a snow day. And I was like, I've had like 50,000 of those. I don't care. Leave me alone.
didn't it just snow down there like 2 or 3 years ago? Did you guys get a snow?
Not in Southeast Texas. Maybe in Dallas. Dallas gets snow. We don't get snow down here.
How does Dallas get snow and you don't? It's not like you're that far away.
Because Texas is huge.
Yeah.
Dallas is like 7 hours away from here.
All right, that's fair.
There's a time difference. Dallas is an hour ahead of me.
Yeah, let me tell you, this whole time difference thing the last 2 days for me has been hardcore. I'm emailing ISO going, what time zone are you in? So I know what exact time to tell you.
Those are for the birds.
It's crazy to try to adapt to it. So, but we make it work.
I'll be chatting with ISO on the call, guys. Actually, the day this comes out too. So
it's true. You're getting a way too big a dose of Logan here in the next week or so, or you've gotten way too much in this week.
Listen, when it becomes Halloween, like I've said before, I become the town whore of Halloween in the Golden Image podcast world.
It's been long awaited. I started with Logan basically on United States Paranormal when you guys first came out. But then I went to the Murd Nerds.
The old mere nerds.
They ever coming back?
They are coming back. They're coming back. I think I can announce this. I think it'll be okay. But after the first of the year, the Murd Nerds will be back. Yeah, there's some changes in the Murd Nerds format, but yeah, they'll be back.
That's gonna be Golden Jay with a wig on.
That's true. Long blonde wig.
As long as I still get my mouth noises.
I do not like that word.
Yeah. Editing the Murd Nerds is always one of those talented things I had to do, because you wouldn't believe the shit that you had to pull out of those episodes. I mean, I honestly had one episode that the edits, the stuff that I pulled out, was longer than the episode.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow. Oof.
There was a lot. There was a lot going on.
It happens. You know, sometimes you say a lot of or but or and, or as in the guys with issues, they say but a lot, and then now they made it a joke to where every time somebody says but, they say shovel.
Yes, the butt shovel. Yeah. Does anybody know exactly what that means? Because they had some contest going on with that.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
But like with me, it was always I was really bad when I started out about I don't think I said a lot of uhs in my recent episode of the United States of Paranormal.
No, you did quite well.
We say a lot of fuck too.
Listen,
say that.
Listen, that's because that is a great word. It goes everywhere you need it to, you know? And my dad's like, I don't know where you get that from.
From your mom.
Oh no, she doesn't like it at all.
No.
Like, but they both give me so much shit about it. They're like, how many times you said fuck in this episode? I'm like, well, now I'm self-conscious about it. I'll probably say it a lot more. But
yeah,
listen,
when we did that Dallas chiller filler, that was the greatest, because you could just see it was killing him. He was trying so hard not to say it because they were in the room with us.
But it's okay, because 10 minutes into it, my dad fell the fuck asleep sitting straight up. So I was fine. My mom was over there whispering answers to me. I was like, what was the name of this? And she was like, it's 1987. Like, 1987.
She made
Listen,
you look good that day.
My foul mouth came from a mixture of my father in the garage working on things and the horror movies my mother let me watch when I was not even in second grade. So
It's true.
yeah,
It's true.
So
It'll be all right.
I grew up with Puppet Master action figures because of my mother. So
Puppet Master.
yeah, I heard your husband likes Puppet Master.
He does.
I want to hang out with S-Dub. S-Dub sounds like a nice dude. We'll watch Puppet Master together.
Yep, go for it.
Every one of them.
Oh, you guys could bond over Puppet Master and
Yeah.
drink Mickey's and
Listen, there's nothing wrong with Mickey's. It's fine malt liquor.
work on that sponsorship. Go.
I will. I'll message Mickey's right now. That'll be the first message they've ever got about sponsorship. I will land it for us right here, right now. It'll be that and Mad Dog 2020.
Hey.
Sponsors
Hey.
TUSOP.
I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. I would definitely take a Mad Dog 2020 sponsorship. Can you imagine all the fun we'd have with that?
Dude, we take Mad Dog with us to Renaissance Festival because it comes in an assortment of flavors. You hear that, Mad Dog? That's advertisement right there. Sponsorship.
And it's cheap.
It is cheap. That's why it's great. It's technically, Mad Dog is technically a wine. That's why they can sell it at gas stations.
Really?
Yeah, Mad Dog's wine. So technically, you're being fancy while you're drinking Mad Dog.
Oh, I should definitely throw up a pinky then. when I
Don't
fucking
shake your
drink it.
face. Don't shake your face, J-Dub. It's fancy. Mad Dog's wine. Wine is fancy.
No.
Yeah, I'm not a wine drinker either.
Listen,
I don't drink
I like
wine
wine.
either.
I like
wine's
wine.
for cooking, and then I drink what's left of it after I cook.
Well, what's your drink of choice?
Not much of a drinker, but if I do drink, it'll probably be a black cherry Mike's. That's like the only thing I can tolerate. Usually it tastes like ass.
That's the one thing I love. Black cherry soda. It's one of my favorite things to drink. But Mike's Hard Black Cherry, I'm not allergic to anything in the world, but I drank one like a year ago and it dried out my throat and I couldn't stop coughing. And I can't drink them. Like there's something in a Mike's Hard Black Cherry that tries to kill Logan. So
What have we been drinking?
We have been drinking Mike's Freeze.
those are good.
They are good. So if you
Those
get a chance and you see them, they probably are at the Walmart. But you can get them in a variety pack of red, white, blue, and pink. I think is what the flavors are.
Those are good.
The pink is not as good as the rest of them. I'll
The
take
white's
it.
my favorite.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But see-
yeah, if you like Mike's, then maybe that'd be right down your alley.
I'd like to try some hard Mountain Dew if they'd bring it to Texas, but they won't.
Oh shit! I just bought a whole fucking case of it out in Illinois.
That doesn't count. You go out of state for it. Have you had the hard Sunny D yet?
No, they make a hard
Oh,
Sunny D.
They do. It comes in a 4-pack and it is hard. It's technically a vodka seltzer and it's Sunny D and it is good. It is.
That's
it
just
is
that's just a
dangerously good.
screwdriver, isn't it?
It is, but it's made with artificial orange flavor because it's Sunny Delight.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
It's delicious. This is hard for me to say because everybody's always known me as like a Mountain Dew drinking guy, but I haven't had caffeine in over a year now. I stopped drinking caffeine, so I don't get Mountain Dews anymore because they stopped making the caffeine free ones and everything. But those alcoholic Mountain Dews have no caffeine in them, so I want them, but they won't bring them here yet.
All I know is that we're
is
gonna have to
upsetting.
shut the program down because the world has come to a fucking end if he's not drinking Mountain Dew.
Listen,
Oh, that would
listen.
be you. If
Oh.
you weren't drinking Mountain Dew, something's wrong.
Listen, I did it because, as you get older, your body changes and stuff upsets you. I thought for a second there that I was getting lactose intolerant because my stomach was upset all the time.
You
I
had the
did some research.
shits.
Yeah, I needed a bucket.
You need a bucket.
And I set aside, I read into it and I was like, I'll try not drinking caffeine. And then I stopped drinking caffeine and everything's fine. I feel so much better. It was a rough month. Let me tell you that much because like kicking caffeine was hard. I had headaches and I was angry and I was a straight up, Logan was a bitch. He was a mean bitch. But now I don't even look at it and I don't even I don't even like want it. Like I see it and I'm like, nah, I'm good. And I'll try a new flavor. Like I'll take a sip when it comes out and then give it to someone else, like Kayla or something. And they don't even taste as good, So I don't know if it's because I stopped or.
Oh, that's exactly why.
But so now I operate just fine without it. I drink water or vitamin water and whatnot. But I can drink the alcoholic monsters because they have no caffeine in it. And if they bring the Mountain Dew to me, I drink that too. But no.
So the monsters are just as bad for you, even without the caffeine.
No, the alcoholic monsters have no caffeine or any of that stuff in it. I don't drink energy drinks. Energy drinks have been gone forever.
You like hard monsters.
They taste. Listen,
they
I
taste
do.
good. He said
Yeah,
I
hard
do.
monster.
I do. I like my monsters hard. They're better for you. They're tasty.
Oh.
Well, on that note, Rocker Chick, what do you got for us this week?
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, since it's Vamtober,
That is Vancouver.
The last
let
bit
me
of
ask
Vancouver.
you this. And everybody has
I'm not going
their
first
answer.
this time.
You're not going first?
No.
I'll make Iso go first. I'll give him.
Oh,
Hey,
I said
yeah.
you're up first, buddy.
Good luck.
So, how does one become a vampire? There are many ways. Can you name one, Iso?
Well, I'll go with a different one. I'll say drinking the vampire's blood. Like
Okay.
when they cut open their wrist or their palm and feed it to somebody, it can
Ugh.
turn them into a vampire.
Don't like that.
Very good. All right. Let's go with Jeremy.
Well, see, in the last episode,
You stole mine. You stole mine.
Say, hey, go, Jay. Say spooning.
you spoon a vampire. Well, I mean, if they bite you, is that one of them?
Yes.
Because I thought that if they bit you and then you had to drink their blood then to do it. I didn't know if that was the whole stuff. So yeah, you get bit by a vampire. Next.
All right. J-Dub.
Oh fuck! I'm going
Scratched?
last.
Oh
What was
Like
that?
scratched.
no, that's like a werewolf or something.
Oh, is it?
I don't know. Is it?
I
Listen,
don't
the
have that
werewolf
on there.
scratch has to be really deep.
There are some very odd ones.
Ooh.
Sex.
Wait,
Oh,
you have
nice.
sex. Wait,
No.
wait. You can without getting bit, you can have sex with a vampire and become a vampire. Well, you're still taking on secretions and
That's called STV, sexually transmitted vampire.
So, do you have an answer, or sex was your answer?
Yeah, those were my answers.
Okay,
Okay. Well, that is not on my list.
Okay.
but we commonly will say now we think sex will turn you into a vampire.
Yep.
Okay. Sex with a
STV.
vampire.
An STV, yeah, you get an STV.
All right, Logan.
That's a new T-shirt if I've ever heard one.
You have one that's on my list.
I want to say that they drink your blood, you drink their blood, and you get buried in dirt. But I'm going to go with you catch tuberculosis.
Oh.
Anal tuberculosis.
Listen, I'll have you know, Iso, I just went through a whole episode about tuberculosis, and I didn't mention anal tuberculosis once.
That's true. You did not.
That is
So
called
proud.
growth as a human being.
So proud. So here is the list I have. And so not only through a bite, but if they were once a vamp or a werewolf,
Ooh.
practiced sorcery, were excommunicated, committed suicide, were an illegitimate child of parents who were illegitimate, were stillborn or died before baptism, anyone who has eaten the flesh of a sheep killed by a wolf, was a seventh son, was the child of a pregnant woman who was looked upon by a vampire,
Oh, man.
was a nun who stepped over an unburied body,
No way, a nun.
a nun
A
That stepped
nun.
over
over an unburied body.
I just got a
Unburied
nun
body.
right behind him.
Yeah. That's a baby that had teeth when they were born,
That's creepy.
a corpse that had a cat jump on them before being buried could also turn into a vampire.
Man, they were looking for any excuse to call somebody a vampire back in the day. A cat will jump on literally anything. And they're like, shit, that cat jumped on James. That's a
He's
vampire.
a vampire.
That was a pretty good one.
So that
I only knew of the kind of the two. So
yeah, I legitimately didn't know about a great bit of those, like especially like the nun being like casually stepping over a corpse, being like, "Oh, she's a vampire."
She's a vampire.
I hate to be the first nun that they decided that with. They're like, you see, Sister Marianne step over that corpse? Like, yeah, I think she's a vampire. Yeah, we should probably burn her.
we need to take her out. That's terrible.
Terrible.
That's terrible. Well, as you know, as we've gone through Vamptober, we've actually put up lists of our favorite movies. Logan's should be out because it would have come out last week. Your top 10 movies. Also, we did a top 10 playlist on Spotify and YouTube, so you can go check out. Well, it's like all of ours mixed into one big playlist. So
it's a pretty badass playlist when they're all jammed together.
Yeah, put them on random and just go to town. So Iso, give me your top 5, or you can give me top 10. But I mean, if you don't want to think that hard, but you want to give me top 5. What are your top 5 horror movies?
Ooh, that's a hard question. He's a horror fan.
I know. That's why I said he could do 10 if he wants to. That's up to you. But
that's rough.
I'm gonna start at 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna work around it. At 3, I'm gonna put.
Don't worry. I'm judging you.
I'm gonna put Bram Stoker's Dracula at 3.
Nice.
5. Not 5. I'm gonna go A Night of the Living Dead, the one with Tony Todd.
Okay. I feel you there.
Then I'll go Dream Warriors at 4.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
That go in your playlist too, because Dream Warriors by Dawkins slaps.
2, Jeepers Creepers, the first one.
Oh, fuck that. Oh, God, I hated that movie.
Listen, that is a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
That is the second best in the franchise.
Doesn't make me cry.
Jeepers Creepers 2 is better. I'm not judging, but it's better. Kids in a bus.
I just don't like how confined they are in one little environment.
Come on now. Kids in a bus. That's great.
And of course, I can't think of his name now. He was just in the Goosebumps show.
You talking about Justin Long?
Yeah, I love Justin Long. He was also in Barbarian. That was amazing. Yeah. Number 1.
Speaking of Goosebumps, if you like Goosebumps, hit up, I just want to call them book nerds. That is not what they're called. Court of Books and Booze. They're supposed to be doing Goosebumps this month, so go check them out. Book nerds.
I want to say Scream, but I don't want to say Scream.
Listen, Scream is a great movie. It is one of the best slasher movies that is out there. My boy Matthew Lillard killed it in that, and pulling your hand across the knife is iconic. So if that's what you want to go with, nobody's going to judge you here.
I'll go with that Scream, and I'll throw in some honorable mentions. I'll put the 2 new Screams, both amazing.
Oh, yes.
Fantastic.
I loved them.
Absolutely. I love seeing Ghost Billy Loomis.
And I'll put both Terrifiers. And The Conjuring, too.
You like spooky clowns? Okay. That's teach their own. No judgment here.
I just like how brutal he is. He's like really bloody. I'm a blood guy.
You'd get along with my lady. She likes that torture porn stuff like Saw and stuff.
Did you say torture porn?
That's what it's called.
Really?
Like Saw and stuff, it's considered torture porn. Saw, Hostile, Terrifier is definitely up in there too.
Ooh,
it's where it's just like above the top mutilation that's what it's considered.
Have you ever seen Dead Silence?
I have.
Yeah.
Listen, that movie made me really upset when it came out because I was expecting a lot of dummies running around doing stuff, but it was really just a ghost of a lady, Mary Shaw. There was the thing. There was a lady named Mary Shaw. She had no children, only dolls. And there's like this nursery rhyme. It was a good movie.
Your tongue off at the scene.
Yeah. It was a false bill of sale though, because like I thought it was gonna be ventriloquist dummies running around, but it was just it was a scary lady.
The scariest movie I've ever seen was it was scary. Like first time I watched it in middle school, it was Lights Out. Lights Out terrified me in middle school. I literally lights on everywhere. Slept. I hate the lights when I'm sleeping, but lights had to be on.
Only horror movie that ever screwed with me. There's two. As a child, Leprechaun. For some reason, fucked with me. I don't know.
Love the Leprechaun.
It just
top
did.
5 slasher.
As an adult, Hereditary
Oh,
made it hard for me to sleep. But the worst throughout my life that kept me up multiple nights was the series Haunting of a Hill House. And it's just,
that was
it's just
creepy.
it's because they got into a lot of things. Like they're like, I was sitting in bed at night trying to sleep. And I was like, what if I end up haunting myself? And I was like, oh God. And then I didn't sleep for like 3 days. So
When you say
White
Leprechaun,
Beaver.
when you say Leprechaun, all I can think of is Wayne's World when he's like, I'm the Leprechaun.
listen, I'm talking OG Leprechaun, Jennifer Aniston, where the Leprechaun was scary. I'm not talking Leprechaun in the Hood or Leprechaun in space, just Leprechaun.
I like the one where they're in Vegas.
For some reason, it muffed me up as a kid. It was not good. I watched a lot of my first exposure to horror
Watch it
movies.
now, and then I bet you'll laugh.
Yeah, it does now, but it haunted me as a kid, and that's because my exposure to horror as a child was in our house in Atwood, where my parents had the TV set up in the living room, was right in front of the hallway that led all the way down to my bedroom. So I could peek my head just barely around a corner and watch whatever they were watching. And I shouldn't have, honestly. That's how I learned about Puppet Master, and I loved it. But I watched The Leprechaun, and I was like, this is no good. This is no good. I had nightmares for forever.
That's always been one of my favorites, but everybody hates the Leprechaun. They say it's so stupid, but that's exactly why I love it.
Leprechaun's right up there with horror movies like Evil Bong or The Ginger Dead Man. It's just campy and silly, but if you might end up having nightmares of a leprechaun killing you with a pogo stick. And
You ever seen the Leprechaun, Jen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You kind of
Jeremy's lost over there.
I
He
am.
hasn't
I'm
watched
extremely
any of
lost. I've
these.
never seen it. Mine was always Final Destination, the first one in that log truck, and yeah, I just
listen,
can't get beyond that.
My first motorcycle accident was because of a log truck. Those movies haunt me to this day. I was driving to high school behind a log truck, and a whole ass log come off the truck, and I ate shit. It was no bueno.
Yeah, not good at all.
Those movies got weird meta though, because they looped all the way around to where like one of the last ones they put out looped to the first one. And I was like, how's that make sense? Because they have smartphones in the last one, but in the first one they had like Nokia phones. But
Well, I mean, it's just everything's a time loop. You know that we're all time travelers and just keep looping around.
So on the note of horror movies, like what is a horror movie that sticks out to each person here? Like what is something that like you feel like a horror movie that stuck with you, one of your first ones? I'm gonna point a finger first, so I'm gonna point at J-Dub. What was one of the first like horror movie memories you have that sticks with you?
So I was at a volleyball sleepover in like 6th grade, I want to say, and they put on the old George C. Scott movie, The Changeling.
Oh, The Changeling.
And I don't know if anybody's seen it, but the well scene where the little girl goes in her room and the boy's like,
oh, that's rough.
No, shit my pants every time, even to this day.
Yeah, no, that's a rough scene.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those old horror movies hold up way more than anything new. Like as far as Pet Sematary goes, the original Pet Sematary is still terrifying this day. Everything they've done since, meh.
Yeah.
So next,
that one
the rocker chick.
I would have to say my first one would be Jaws, and then the second one is Poltergeist.
Did
Because
Jaws make you not want to get in water?
Yes, and I still have a fear of water.
That's fair.
Too.
That's fair.
But Poltergeist, that's scary ass tree and that old man totally freaked me out. So,
but
I love the movie. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a fantastic movie. That is Poltergeist is one of is definitely top 10 for me. Just the tree, the clown. There's so much iconic stuff as far as horror movie goes, and like, there's nothing like being a kid, and like being like, for me, my tree as a kid was in the house in Atwood. My parents, as episode 1 of Star Wars came out, they got me this big inflatable chair of Darth Maul. I mean, this thing was massive, and that was my Poltergeist tree. I loved that chair throughout the day, but when night came and it was sitting right by my window and the moonlight came in, I just have Darth Maul's fucked up inflated face just staring at me at night. And I would try to throw a sheet at it to cover his face, and it would just fall off. And I'm like, I'm going to die here. This is it. The chair is going to kill me. Golden J.
Once again, I'll just go back to the Final Destination. That was the one that that fucked with my head really, really bad.
He's too big of a weenie to watch horror movies.
I watched. I was gonna like one of the first horror movies that I ever watched was I watched it with my dad. It was called Hell Night, but I don't remember a lot of it. I remember a lot of dark scenes and stuff going on, but I don't. It doesn't stick in my brain as far as what the whole movie was about. But I remember the final scene where the bad guy was fried on the roof of the car, with one leg stuck through the roof of it. Yeah. But that's all I remember of it. I mean, so as far as anything that just sticks in my brain for a long period of time, it just goes right back to that fucking, that opening scene in Final Destination with the log truck and the motorcycle and the water bottle underneath the brake. And yeah, the log going through the cop's car. And yeah,
I get that, because that's all practical.
Well, and that's why I think I don't like, I won't watch the Saw movies or stuff like that, because I think they're too, I mean, this is something you could walk out your back door and get kidnapped and fucking find yourself handcuffed, around your ankle to a fucking wall in some creeper's fucking basement. So I just don't want to see how realistic it could very well be.
I get that. Like, for me, I love horror movies, but like the Saw franchise isn't for me. It never has been. But like, I could get the Final Destination sticking with you, because it's about like practical death and escaping it and feeling like that experience impacts you to where you feel like deaths are waiting for you around every corner.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like, this almost got me. Like, I don't know how many people here, like, when I was probably like 12, I choked on a tater tot at lunch, and then somebody helped give me the Heimlich maneuver. And then for a long time after that, I was paranoid every time I ate. I was like, it almost got me right there. Fool me once. And I was really paranoid for the longest time. So like, I can see that sticking with you for sure. That franchise as a whole is about death almost getting you and you escaping it. But then it's like, nah, I had your number and you fluked the system, so I'm coming for you.
That's a gray area.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I cheat death every day out there on the fucking roads. Let me tell you.
That's fair.
People are just insane.
That's why I don't drive a motorcycle anymore. That's why I retired it.
Right on. All right, Iso, what's yours?
Oh, I got like two main ones that I can think of.
Hit us.
The first one's I Am Legend. My grandma liked to torture me with that movie. Like that scene where he's walking looking for his dog in that like dark parking garage, and he's hiding or something. The zombie like jump scare happens. That one get me every time. But the main one was Candyman.
Ooh.
As I lived in like that haunted basement of my grandparents' house in that slave plantation. I think I've sent an email about it or something. I don't know.
Yep.
And then my mom thought it'd be a fun idea, because in the basement, my bedroom would be like right here. And then there's like, it's one of those sliding doors. So it slides open. You can just see the bathroom. So it'd be the middle of the night. My mom would just go in the bathroom and be like, Candyman, Candyman.
That's fucked up.
And just torture me about it. Already terrified that I wake up and see a black figure every single morning.
Iso's over here naming off movies that make me feel old. How old are you, Iso?
20.
Oh my God.
He's a young one. See, we're talking about alcohol, and he's not even of age. What the
Yeah,
hell?
he's over here saying I Am Legend. I'm like, yo, dog. I was like, that came out while I was almost an adult. What are we talking?
Like I did when I thought about that, and I asked him what his favorite drink was. I'm like, is he over 21?
The answer is no.
Now we know. Listen, he likes the Kool-Aid. That Kool-Aid is oh yeah.
Listen, it's October, so clearly ISO's favorite drink is Kool-Aid. Which is one of their seasonal flavors that is fantastic.
Actually, more of a huckleberry guy.
Ooh, nice.
Or the Calypso lemonade.
Yeah, nice.
Oh.
For me, one of like my first horror movie memories is April Fool's, because my mom loves that movie. She'd watch it all the time, and I would watch it all the time in the hallway. I shouldn't have been. To where like last Christmas I bought my mom an autographed poster of the movie, autographed by the main chick from April Fool's.
Nice.
But I feel like I was exposed to horrors when I was so little, to where for the most part, other than Leprechaun, for some reason, it didn't really bother me. So I grew up with Puppet Master action figures that scared the shit out of my sister, my older sister, to where I actually got grounded at one point because while she was sleeping, I went and set them all up on her nightstand. So when she woke up, that was the first thing she saw. But yeah, I would say April Fool's is the first like horror movie I remember. Next to that, it would be like Sleepaway Camp, which was yeah, Sleepaway Camp will fuck you up when you're 6-year-old.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know how many fans have watched Sleepaway Camp, but like you're watching Sleepaway Camp, you're like, this is fucked up. This is fucked up. And all of a sudden you're just like, wait, that lady's a dude.
And that face at the end.
Yeah, she does a weird fucked up smile, and it haunts me to this day.
Yeah.
So, but I grew up unlike Golden Jay, who hides from the scary. I'm like Bane and Batman. I was raised in the scary. It was stuff like April Fools, and then like my mom wanted to really watch the Rose Red miniseries as it came out, but Aunt Bobby got it on her TV. So my mom would load me and my sister up, drive to Aunt Bobby's house, and they would watch together. We'd be laying down in the living room. She'd be like, go to sleep. And like, we'd be like, really? You really think the elementary school kid's going to go to sleep and not keep his eye open and watch this movie, this miniseries? And let me tell you, to this day, Rose Red, you could ask my lady Kayla, I close every closet door at night. She leaves them open. I close them. I'm like, listen, I'm not letting the Oogie lady get me. Because one of those lines from that thing is the little girl, they're like, what did you see? Is it the boogeyman? She's like, no, Oogie man, Oogie lady. And I'm like, nope, the closet gets closed. The Oogie lady ain't getting me.
You know what's funny is that your mom is really into the horror movie. She loves them. She's been watching them for years. But when you guys were staying with us in that transition, and we rented South Park the movie, and it starts off with "Thank you very much, Uncle Pucka," and your mom started freaking out. She's like, "Shut it off! Shut it off!"
Listen, I never got that growing up throughout my whole life. Listen, we're about to get intimate here. But like, my mother was like, "No South Park, no South Park." Meanwhile, I grew up with my parents having softcore porn in the DVD selection where I could just grab it out of wherever. So like, you'd be like, do I want to watch Puppet Master, The Master of Disguise, or the Erotic Blair Witch Project? But yeah, she had a problem with South Park her whole life, so I don't know.
I just thought that was funny. I still chuckle about that every time it comes up.
Well, Golden Jay and Aunt Bobby also helped me shape me in like the horror department, because they were massive Buffy fans, so much so to where Golden Jay would recorded the episode called Once More with Feeling, the Buffy musical episode, and gave it to my mother, which I watched on repeat as a child constantly because I loved Buffy. Still to this day, I talk. But the way I talk and the things I do are reflected on what I did as a child and like the things I soaked up. And like, so when I'm talking about things, I'll say like, I need that stabby thingy over there, because that's the way the Scooby Gang talked in Buffy all the time.
Now, did you ever, the guy that played Giles, did you ever watch his musical?
Are you talking? Oh man, are
I'm
you
trying to.
talking?
Was it like the Repo Man or something?
Yeah, I didn't watch that till I was an adult, like a year ago, and all these people have always talked really great about Repo Man. I cannot stand it. He sang great. His voice has
Yeah.
always been phenomenal, but I could not stand that movie.
Huh.
It's too edgy for me. It's too 2007 Hot Topic for me.
Did you ever see that one? Do you know who? You don't even know. I'm trying to think of what his name. He's a British actor, I think, believe, but
He's phenomenal. And this, with us being on vampires for this whole month with Vamptober, I've been rewatching Buffy and Angel. And actually this month, an Audible book came out with the actors that played Spike, Anya, Cordelia, Tara, Giles, and a few other people from the movie, not the main ones, not your Allison Hannigan or Sarah Michelle Gellar, put out an Audible story called Slayers, based in the Buffy universe, but in our time currently. So years after Sunnydale went in a sinkhole, it's them doing a story. It's about 7 hours long. I'm about 4 hours into it, and it's been phenomenal because they're all doing their parts. Every person is voicing themselves, and it's great. It's called Slayers. If you're a Buffy fan, absolutely check it out. I've always been a Spike guy. So
I love Spike. I love James Masters.
It's Spike centered. And it's got you met Anya's actor at that Comic-Con.
Yes, I did.
And she's one of the main characters too. And it's a story based on our universe of Buffy that we had years later after the Hellmouth turned into sinkhole and everything. And Cordelia from another universe where she was the Slayer comes over to Spike's timeline and is asking him for help because in her universe, Drusilla never died and she's the vampire queen and she's messing everything up. So it's really cool. I'm enjoying it. It's keeping me in the spooky month stuff, and like all I can see in my head while I'm listening to it is the actors from the show, and it's a really good time if you're a Buffy fan.
I just bought it on Audible.
It's a good listen because let me tell you, every voice actor nails it except for the voice actor, unfortunately, that was Tara in the show. Because I feel like all of them kept acting afterwards except for her.
Oh, right on.
So her lines are a little rougher than everybody else's, but like Spike and Giles and Anya, they just come back in it like they never left the show.
I'll tell you what, meeting Emma Caulfield was pretty amazing. It was after watching Buffy for all those years and then be able to meet her and get an autograph and just talk to her because unfortunately her booth was empty.
Yeah.
All except that fat Batman that was behind me or whatever the hell he was. But it was interesting.
Yeah, that's the worst part about cons is going to see an actor you love and seeing their booth is empty.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to watch.
What are you working on over there, Rocker Chick? You've got something on your paperwork over there.
Oh no, I was just reading, seeing if there was anything good on my stuff I printed, but I didn't find anything.
Golden Jay, you got that package I sent you anywhere?
Oh shit! Is it that time?
I'd like for you to check it out because it's actually something you briefly mentioned in the episode that I was delivering the case, and I want you to open it.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to let the Rocker Chick open.
Why?
It.
No, it sounds like it's you open it. Sounds like Logan wants you to open it.
He's definitely got to open it.
Okay.
He's definitely got to get it.
I want you guys to open it.
No, he said you have to open it.
You have to open it.
I have to open it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I don't have the camera angle to do it.
Oh,
it doesn't matter.
I don't. Look, see, I got a terrible camera angle.
Instead of flailing arms, it's a box.
The camera doesn't matter. Half the people will listen to it. It's audio anyways.
Hold on. I can't hear you. I don't have my headphones on. What's going on?
No, it's fine.
So I get this IM today. It says there's a package being delivered. Don't open it. Now, I mean, who does that to somebody?
Logan.
Well, either me or the guy that shipped out anthrax.
Oh.
No.
Does he live in Illinois?
I don't know. Maybe.
All right, hold on.
Well, he digs into that. Small talk. How's everybody doing?
Speaking of scary movies, The Exorcist was one that stuck with me too.
Yeah.
And you went and seen the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like it? Was it good?
It wasn't as good as the original, but it was pretty good. I liked
I still
it.
haven't seen it. It's just like it's hard to imagine anything topping that original one.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
like
never
like
get
I said,
into it.
it's like Pet Cemetery. Like it's like why keep doing it? Like I just watched that new Pet Cemetery movie they put out on I can't remember if it was Hulu. There's so many streaming services I couldn't tell you who did it. But like it was a prequel Pet Cemetery, and I was like, it was just not good. Meanwhile, the old one holds up better than anything. Sometimes you don't mess with the originals because like Exorcist, Pet Cemetery, they're so good.
Yeah.
Same with Poltergeist. The original Poltergeist is way better than the remake.
Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And
You
we have a lot of cornfields around here. So
Yeah.
yeah, as a kid, that kind of got me too.
Yeah, you can't
Really?
mess with Children of Corn because the main the I forget the actor's name, but the main bad guy in the original Children of Corn, you can never replace him. He was just so fucking creepy.
Mhm.
He just nailed it.
Did you really find this somewhere? Listen, I'm sorry, guys. I know if you're watching on YouTube, I apologize.
Come
This
on,
is the-
muscles.
Look
Golden
at
Jay's
that.
trying.
Look at. Hold on.
It's it's so perfect because I got this for him because I've always wanted to get this for him, and he mentioned it when I was talking last episode without even saying anything. He mentioned this a specific episode.
Yeah, I
The
did.
thing I ordered him without any prompt.
I'm trying to rip it open like a fucking Christmas present. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Look
That
at-
is
It
the
is-
Muppet Angel.
That is awesome, dude.
And that's the vampire version of the Muppet Angel, where the creepy puppet's like, you got a little demon in you. And Angel's like, oh, I got more than a little. And the Muppet turns into a vampire.
This is
That's pretty
Look at-
cool.
can you guys see? That's awesome, man.
Mhm.
That is awesome. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, sir. That's just like I said, it's Vamptober. You guys are the reason I was into Buffy and vampires in the first place. And I know that was your favorite episode. You absolutely needed that. And open his ass up because he's been open before. Display him. Fix his hair because his hair needs fixing.
You want to take him out and play with him?
Nope.
Yeah, he's got his.
Is he actually a puppet? Can you?
I don't
put your
know.
hand
I
on
have
him?
no idea. All I know is he's a prop replica, and in there he's got a certificate of authenticity.
Really?
And he needs to go somewhere in your house studio.
Oh yeah, most
Just-
definitely. I know. Will you come out? Look at. Oh, what's up, buddy?
So have you ever watched Buffy or Angel?
No.
He's
No.
too young, Bobby. He's too young.
You need to. They're really good shows if you're into vampires and
Yeah, I get my fill of that through Supernatural.
Yeah.
well,
That's fair.
Supernatural's awesome too.
Listen, they both have eye candy, ISO. They both have eye candy.
Dean Winchester.
Oh, absolutely. We talked about it in the last episode.
He is not a puppet, but that's pretty cool.
Just got to fix his hair up. Give him a little fluffing.
I'm a little-
We will give him some loving.
Don't do that. Don't love him. Don't
What?
do that to him. Don't do that to the puppet.
Listen, I have all of the seasons of Buffy and Angel on DVD.
And for you kids out there, DVD is a digital disc that shows you movies.
Touch him, J-Dub. Touch him.
He's got a little leather jacket on.
Listen, that doll line had 3 versions of Angel. It had non-vampire Angel, vampire Angel, and battle damaged Angel. And then
Oh,
the rarest one was the Spike Muppet that was never in the show.
oh,
Yeah, it's out there somewhere.
Very cool.
don't you love him?
Mm-hmm.
He's adorable. What better way to end Vamptober than with a vampire Muppet?
You stay here with me. Look, he's gonna sit on my lap.
So,
Oh my
Mr.
goodness.
ISO, being a fan of TUSOP, like I think this is really the first like fan that we've had come on, right?
Yes, fan. He is our first official
Listener.
recording fan.
How did you come across TUSOP and what made you stick around?
So yeah, I've probably just looked up paranormal podcasts and it probably just came up. Or actually, no, I think the Murd Nerd showed me TUSOP.
Oh.
I think that's what happened. And I don't know. I just really liked the dynamic between the switching weeks, and I liked you, Matt, and Bose. Always a great banter between everybody.
Listen, nobody really likes Bose. It's okay. You can say that. It's fine.
He had
Not
his
even
moment.
Bose likes Bose. It's fine.
And always been a fan of Alicia, so and I just stuck around.
Even when Alicia left, we feel proud.
That's true. Do you feel like you traded up when Alicia left?
Oh, God damn.
Oh, don't ask that. Jeez. You won't have any co-hosts left.
Oh, what? What?
I think you three are more funny and getting these shit in a bucket stories with Alicia.
Because she's not cool like me.
I also shit in a bucket once when I was a little kid.
Oh, you did?
When I was a little kid.
He was a little kid, J-Dub.
He is a little kid right now, so it could have been like yesterday.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, God.
And I like that first episode with J-Dub about the haunting. I was always a fan of Paranormal Witness, if you guys know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like the same motion.
Yep.
No, that was trippy because Jeremy had messaged me one day and he was like, watch this specific episode of this. And I watched it and I messaged him. I was like, I wonder if this lady is still in Indiana, if she's still there where we could like message her and say, he's like, that's my boss. And I was like, you are shitting me. It's like, and she's coming in to do an episode. And I was like, you're for real?
You should have seen the look on her face the day I asked her, because we were talking about it. And she's like, "Oh, go watch this." And I went and watched it. And I came to her and I said, like, because she knew I did the podcast. And I was like, would you want to come on and tell your story on the podcast? And she gave me that look like, why would I want to do that?
That's fair.
And I said, think about it. And I got the same look when I asked her if she actually wanted to come do the podcast with us. It's like, why would I want to do? But I'm super glad she's here. I'm glad both girls are here. It's been a lot of fun so far. And like, I don't know if you heard it a couple episodes ago where I just want to thank you guys for, pushing me and getting me moving and shaking and making things happen. And we got a lot of great stuff coming up. We're looking forward to, let's make this announcement right now.
Go for it.
On January 10th, it will be our 100th episode.
Woo!
And on that Wednesday night, we are going to do a live pod. And we're going to do it with an open chat room and whatever else we can do. We're still working out all the details of it, but we are going to be live for our 100th episode.
Yeah.
And if I did my mathematics correctly, it's going to be January 10th. but I failed math. And
so
twice.
it could be anywhere.
It could be anywhere.
But yeah, it's going to be coming up quick. And we're totally looking forward to that. We have a couple guests coming in Peter will be back in November. He's got a couple. Yeah, I'm sorry. Iso's not the first listener guest. It would have been Peter. I'm sorry, buddy. But you're the first to hang out on a chiller filler with us. How's that?
Even better.
But Peter will be back in November, and Larissa is coming in December. And we're looking forward to all that too. So we have some things coming up we're excited about. But yeah, 100 is going to be a live show. Chico's going to be in house with us to kind of help run things, to make sure everything's going smooth, so I can actually be a part of the show and not distracted. He's going to take care of all the technical shit. So should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. So we'll see how 100% we're going to do it. But yeah, I'm excited.
Live shows are trippy. I've done 2 in front of a live audience, and it was definitely different.
I don't know. I think maybe I think the beginning of next year we ought to go do a live show like that. Could we pull it off?
Man?
Of course.
Absolutely.
What would be the best place for us to do a live show at?
you guys keep up this conversation because Logan's had like 4 Mickeys and he's gonna go take a leak.
Okay, you go do that.
All right, back. You don't have to edit that out. It's fine. The fans expect it.
Where would be a really great place for us to take a pop at a live show? In a bar in front of live people.
Waverly.
I know, right?
Hey, yeah.
You know, Iso, when we do Waverly, you're the first person I'm emailing to come meet us up there, right?
I'll do my best.
All right.
Have you ever been to any haunted places or anything?
Not Waverly, not like I've been to haunted houses, but not like any haunted places because I just like don't really fully believe in haunted places all the way because like big name ones because everybody I've known that's went to the big name ones like Waverly, nothing ever happens. But I think it's hauntings are more in houses.
Right.
Yeah, I get you. I get you there.
I don't know. I'm convinced that, I mean, we've talked to some listeners and stuff that have actually sent us pictures that they've taken in Waverly. One looks like the picture, a shadow of a little kid, which we think is Timmy looking around the corner. Another one was a picture taken in the pitch black, and you could actually make out the shadow of a guy. So, I mean, we met with Connor Biddle. We did an interview with him, which is kind of where a lot of his paranormal stuff started, his investigation. He, walked down the hallway with somebody and it wasn't any, he wasn't with anybody, but he had a full-on conversation with somebody he was walking with. So, I mean, obviously, it's we have to remember that paranormal is not instantaneous. You're not going to walk into some place and it's just going to happen for you. I think that's why a lot of people get frustrated with Waverly that Timmy doesn't throw the ball back because, the research that I did on it, you could set the ball there and be there for 3 or 4 hours before it would actually come rolling back to you. So I think we as a society get impatient. We want our paranormal. We want it right now. And we want it, we don't want to wait on it when all the best stuff happens to people who just wait around.
Or
except
live
you,
in it.
if you live in it for 7
Ugh.
years. So yeah, if and when we get down to Waverly, which we're gonna have to do because I've been talking about it way too fucking
Yes.
long. You're first on my email. Then I'm gonna email Logan. He's gonna have to make the drive up.
Oh, the drive up. That's a long drive.
It's just a really long drive, yes.
I would do it though. For Waverly, I'd do it. I'd go.
Bring Colton so I can stand behind him. Nothing's gonna get me.
Right.
Hey, listen, buddy, you can stand right behind me.
Why you
It'll be okay.
jump on him?
Because I'm going to be right behind Jen. She's going to be my when she.
No,
So-
see, now you guys wanted to go to like a haunted house, like Iso was talking about, like where people jump out at you
Oh, no,
and stuff. No, that would give me a heart attack. But I could walk into Waverly and have no issue.
You can do
Really?
the thing where
Yes.
you spend the night.
I would have no issue with that because I think I would be like the one that would be like, oh, that was just
Yeah.
something falling. That was just, it's an old building. It's a creek, that's how I would look at that. But going into a haunted house, people jumping out at me.
The
Or,
loud noises in haunted houses, I don't think I could do it.
Haunted house is what I took me and Kayla's first date. I took her to mini golf where she demolished me, and then we went to a haunted house. That was our first date.
Hmm.
People jumping out and everything. It's good
Yeah.
stuff.
Anybody else in the world, I would think that was weird. Him and Kayla, absolutely not.
no.
That's fair.
I can totally see that.
That's fair.
Sean farted on our first date, and he said that somebody hit a skunk.
Sean.
It didn't smell like a skunk either. It smelled like sulfur. But a demon
no.
came out of his ass.
I won't hear it. Sean is an immaculate gentleman. He would never.
Nope, it was a skunk.
It was a skunk. It was absolutely a skunk. I got your back, Sean.
No, that's S dub.
And you
S dub.
I did.
Stop.
His farts still smell like sulfur. I swear.
words off demons, doesn't it? So it's
Oh, Lord. I have your back, S-Dub. It's all right.
That's funny.
Oh.
Poor Sean. He's not even here to defend himself.
No,
Oh,
it's
well.
dirty.
He'd tell you. You ask him, he'd tell you.
Deny,
I'm sure of it.
Sean. You always deny. It's never you.
Yeah, I think in the last episode you asked me if I farted in here. I didn't. I mean,
Oh, I heard it.
no, I did.
That's probably me and my chair against the wall.
Listen.
Came over there.
Listen, right now, something has died inside of my body. So anything that comes out it smells like it fucking died completely. So, believe me,
This is conversation.
if I farted, you would have definitely known it.
Listen.
ISO, get us out of this.
Yeah. Look,
What else do you want to talk about, ISO?
You have any questions,
I-
ISO? Put him on the spot after Golden Jay's talking about something died in his ass.
Yeah.
The hamster.
It wasn't a hamster.
Oh, good Lord.
What's your favorite zombie movie? Now, that's a good one.
Ooh.
That is a good one. What's your favorite zombie movie?
Mine's the remake of Dawn of the Dead. I think it would be the absolute perfect zombie movie if it wasn't for the baby zombie part. If they cut that part out of the movie, it'd be the perfect zombie movie because
You
nobody
stole
needed
my
to see
answer.
nobody needed to see the zombie
Oh.
baby being born in the remake of Dawn of the Dead. That scene was out of place. Get rid of it. Perfect zombie movie.
I'm gonna go a little more comedy side of it. I love Zombieland. I have, with
Double taps
Woody-
and
yep.
Twinkies.
Mhm.
Woody Harrelson, it just makes that. I love that he has to spray the number 3 on every car he steals because he thinks it's Dale Earnhardt's
Listen,
car.
because Dale Earnhardt is still the best to this day. That's why.
I agree,
That's
100%.
The
Ricky
Intimidator.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Ricky
One of my
Bobby.
favorite Dale Earnhardt quotes is when he was talking about Jeff Gordon. He was like, I feel like I need to pour kerosene around that man's ankles so ants don't come up and eat his candy ass.
How about you, J-Dub? Favorite zombie movie?
Probably, is it 28 Days Later?
Ooh, nice.
That's a good one.
Those are I don't want to fuck that. I don't want to fuck with zombies that run.
Mm-mm.
I'm down. If zombies run, Logan's not making it a week. I don't
Is
have
that
the
the one
run
where
in
they're
me.
climbing up the wall or whatever? And
That's
World War Z.
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
World War Z.
Those zombies too can go to hell. I wouldn't survive in that. Logan's got about a good 10 minutes of cardio in him, and then they're eating him.
I don't know that I have a movie, but what's the series that I was watching? I can't think of the
Oh,
freaking name.
with the Mandalorian guy, and I'm drawing a blank on his name.
30 Last of Us.
Yeah.
Yes. I really enjoyed that series.
That is zombie because that's as close to real world zombies if we ever got, because that's based on the parasite that puts itself in ants and grows a fungus to where the ants are like, I gotta be closest sun as possible, and they climb up plants until they die, and then they sprout the fungus. So that's absolutely a zombie movie or show. And Pedro Pascal is a handsome gentleman.
Pedro. I still need to watch it. The one he did with Nick Cage. I still
It's
haven't seen it.
fantastic.
I've heard really good things, and I love that it keeps popping up. And even Trevor had it on his as his screensaver on his 2 monitors. One side's Nick Cage looking over, and the other one is Pedro with that fucking smile on his face
That's
looking
a
at
great
it.
movie.
So I need to see that one.
That's great.
I'm so far behind on my movies. I just watched 80 for Brady the other night.
It's
I was like,
such
what
a-
the hell's that?
yeah,
it's
no, that's
Funny
like
as shit.
it's the Golden Girls meets football. So
Yeah.
of course Golden Jay watched it.
I did. I was all about it. I loved it.
But what's your zombie movie? 80s for Brady's?
I said Zombieland, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Come on, stick with me here.
If you stole ISOs,
Yeah.
I bet he
No,
has
Take another one.
Do you have another one?
If I can't use Dawn of the Dead, I'll go Scooby Doo on Zombie Island.
Oh,
That's
fantastic
awesome.
choice, sir.
Not the second
That's
one.
a-
The second one was awful.
No. Scooby Doo and Zombie Island is a great movie. Fantastic, 100%. Good choice. Solid choice.
Yep.
I thought he was going to say I Am Legend.
I was waiting for that. Yeah, but were they considered zombies? But
Technically, in the book, they were considered vampires.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's one of those ones that's kind of up in the air.
Hmm.
But Zombie Island's a solid choice, man. I was still living in Indiana when that movie came out. I watched that with Skylar and Gunner.
Yeah,
Great
it would have
movie.
been Dawn of the Dead or Zombie Land, but
Oh, and you took him too.
I'll tell you, man.
We stole all of his
Could have
picks
said
on it.
Zombieland 2. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the second one. Is it as good as the first one?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's got Gomorrah in it, so
Right on. I'm down. I need to watch it. Another thing I need to mark on my fucking list that I need to watch. Believe me,
Listen, you ain't gonna catch up. You got too much stuff going on.
I do. What has this week been? Recorded Golden Image on Monday. Indiana Chiefs fans on Tuesday. Doing a couple episodes of TUSOP tonight because it's Wednesday. I do have Thursday night off, but I think my daughter's coming into town, so
Might hopefully having a freaking baby.
that's not till Friday.
She could have it.
Yeah, I was sitting here talking to Chico, and he's like, "You guys want to record this day?" And I was like, "Have you even had your child yet?" Like, nope.
Yeah,
So,
poor guy.
is anybody?
Poor Sarah.
Yeah. Does anybody here have Halloween traditions? Something they do every Halloween? Because this is coming out on Halloween.
True.
Happy Halloween.
Absolutely, happy Halloween, the best holiday in the year. 110%.
Mazel tov.
My busiest month of the year. What I know, I have Halloween traditions. Does anybody else here have something they have to do on Halloween every year? I'm gonna start with Golden Jay.
You know what? I mean, we did the haunted house with your mom and dad
Yeah,
a couple times.
which with that, you guys talked about in Golden 80s. Oh my God, my brain is not working right now. Frankie Vegas said there's always that one asshole kid that throws hands.
Right.
I was that asshole kid in that haunted house because I was dressed as Zorro and you took my sword away from me because I hit you with it.
I don't remember ever taking your sword away, but
You took my sword away.
you
and
probably
I
deserved it.
You know, I absolutely deserved it. I was that asshole kid. I was like, no, I'll hit this guy with my sword, and it got taken away. So Frankie Vegas, I was that asshole kid.
But I mean, besides that, and we used to take the kids trick-or-treating, but I mean, we haven't done that in years. And I mean, it's probably been 10 years since we went to Scotty T's a couple times to just hand out candy. Once again, Scotty T probably shouldn't be handing out candy, but other than that, we really don't have any Halloween traditions.
I gotta watch Hocus Pocus around that time. That's about the only thing that I have to do at least once a year, right around that time.
It's fair.
J-Dub, anything?
No.
What
I
kind of
watch
neighborhood?
scary movies all the time.
What kind of neighborhood do you live in, J-Dub? No trick or treaters?
I live in BFE.
She's like
I have a
us.
farm.
What about you, Iso?
Oh, well, we used to do like a hayride with all like our family members and just ride a tractor and a trailer around the neighborhood because we live out in the country. But I haven't done that in a while. I'm too old to go trick or treating, I guess. So
Oh, you're barely 20, man.
Yeah, you're not even you're still eligible till 25, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I've carved pumpkins for like the last 2 years. There's something about getting in those nice cold pumpkin guts.
That sounded weirdly dirty.
It is weirdly dirty. It's like it'd be like digging out the guts of a human being.
No.
Yeah, you just get your hands down in there and pull out the intestines.
Yeah, that might be a little warmer, just
let's
getting up in there.
But you can always warm the pumpkin up.
No.
They didn't want to carve very well.
Like warm apple pie.
Good.
Oh,
Oh, good Lord.
Went
this is-
too
that's a whole
far.
different movie.
You take it out and you're just like,
No.
Whoa.
No.
Let me ask you this.
Oh, no.
Son of a
Is it
bitch.
wrong
Yes.
that when I get a package from Amazon or something like that, and it's got the bubbles in it, the big bubbles, and I pop out my knife and I just stick it in the bubble slow, like it's like this is what it would be like. And just give it a little twist before all the air comes out. Is that wrong? I mean,
Yeah.
should I be concerned?
No, the people living with you should be concerned.
You
Bobby.
can do the
I'm
little.
not sleeping tonight.
So every time I come over, it's a welfare check, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, probably
absolutely.
wise choice.
Listen, I have Halloween traditions out the yahoo. First of all, I always carve a pumpkin, and it has to stay lit at least till midnight. Otherwise, you've upset the spirits. They're coming for you.
Especially Sam.
Yep, absolutely. This guy right here, you blow out your pumpkin before midnight, he's gonna murder you. I always watch Halloween 3, the best of the Halloween franchise. Anybody that begs to differ can fuck off. Great movie. I watch a bunch of horror movies, but Halloween 3 is an absolute watch. I always eat Tombstone pizza. It's the official frozen pizza of Halloween.
Well, I mean, it's Tombstone. I can see
Yeah.
that.
Listen, Tombstone has the regular pepperonis on it, but it also has the diced up
Cardboard.
cube pepperonis below the cheese.
Yeah, if you like to eat cardboard.
Listen, J-Dub, cardboard is Jack's pizza.
I
Don't be
know.
talking shit on Tombstone. Jack's
Listen,
pizza is
What's a
cardboard.
Jack's? I haven't had Jack's
They
in forever.
both are okay.
Listen, Tombstone is the official frozen pizza of Halloween.
Listen, Linda.
I have full-size candy bars sitting in my Sam display dispenser outside, even though no trick-or-treaters come to my house. Full-size candy bars. Whatever's left is free game for the children and Kayla.
And
Kayla always
raccoons.
wins. Kayla always wins.
Yeah, no, everybody wins in this household because barely anybody. I live in an apartment complex. Nobody comes out here, but if they did, they'd get full-size candy bar. But they don't, so it goes to my family. That's fair. But yeah, I always Halloween 3, pumpkin, full-size candy bars, Tombstone pizza. That's my ride or die
Good
right
one.
there.
I can
And
see
I
that.
had- I always this year I took off after I get back from Renaissance Festival for Halloween weekend. Halloween comes, I have that day and the next day off, so I can watch Halloween movies all night long and wake up the next day and sleep off a hangover while
Of
the kids are at
Mickey's.
school. Yeah. Listen, there's nothing wrong with a good Irish hand grenade. All right. $6.99 for a 6-pack. You can't beat that in this day. That's good stuff. I love me Halloween. It is the busiest month of the year for me. I got inventory and all sorts of other camping trips and podcasting, but absolutely love it. Except for here in Texas, we don't get seasons, so the trees don't change colors like they do up north, which I do miss. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Is it at
we're
least
kind of in the
warm?
midst of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Here they still stay green. I'm still growing peppers downstairs because, they're like, oh, it gets like 68 degrees in the morning. They live.
Yeah.
It's fine. So I do miss that about north. If I could live up north through the summer seasons where, it's like 80 something instead of 105, I'd take it. Were you
That's
mocking my
retirement.
grandmother?
Yeah, it's called being a snowbird. Snowbird.
But listen, snow, I'm not good for. J-Dub's making fun of me because I move my hands a lot. I'm an expressive human being, J-Dub. You can't put baby in a corner. All right? I'm expressive.
You can't put the food baby in a corner.
What's the Halloween temperature in Texas usually?
Right now, today, it's in the middle of October. Today, the high was like 84. And when I woke up this morning, it was like maybe 70, 69.
I'd kill for that. Usually on Halloween in Kentucky, it's always snowing and raining. Every
Listen,
single Halloween.
Listen, here it gets below 75. People are wearing big fucking jackets. They're like, what's going on? This is the extent of my cold wear here in Texas. I wear a long sleeve and that's it. But come Renaissance Festival, I'll be wearing my crop tops and my David Hasselhoff short shorts.
Hey,
how it
Cam,
is.
don't be fooled. He has this poofy vest that he likes to wear around. He looks like a fucking sailor, like it's
Listen.
a life jacket.
Listen, that is my Marty McFly vest. And if Marty can do it, I can do it. Don't shame me. You grew up in the 80s. Don't shame my poofy jacket.
Hey,
Jealous.
it was just funny to see you running around in that thing with no sleeves on it, fucking 4 below.
Cold's just a mindset, you just blew right past it.
Some days you weren't in fucking Arrowhead Stadium with me in the middle of middle of January for the AFC Championship game with the fucking wind blowing up your butthole.
Listen,
It was
that's
cool.
your life choice, sir.
Why weren't you wearing pants?
Yeah, no shit.
Listen, I was trying to be tough.
No, he was not. We bought a blanket. Bobby did not get any of the
He
blanket.
did not.
Jeremy was wrapped in the blanket.
He did not.
Rude.
That's not entirely
He was
true.
blocking my win. So
It's not entirely true.
No insulation.
I wrapped the blanket around the both of us at one point. So
At one point.
For
and the
30
rest of the point,
seconds.
it was all his.
I was trying to warm up my front side. If you don't,
You don't need to warm that up. What are you using it for?
what? Come, I'm still breathing over here.
oh, gosh.
Well, listen, I need to wrap this up. I want ISO, man, thank you so much for joining us. It's good to actually meet you. I do have one more question before we wrap this up. Your picture that comes up on your email, has you in headphones and a microphone. Are you a musician, or was it just a photo or what was going on?
It's definitely not me. It's just a old photo. It's like 21 Savage. I don't even listen to 21 Savage anymore.
It's not even ISO.
It's sorry. Well, it's a small picture, and I just kind of see the microphone and the headphones, and I'm like, oh, all
Yeah,
right,
I need
cool.
to change that. I haven't listened to him in like years. I made that like middle school.
You can't blame him. He's old. He's hard at seeing.
It's true. That's why I'm always wearing the glasses now, and I bump into things, and it's not even dark. It's terrible.
ISO, before we go, let me ask you this. What would you like to see from TUSOP in the future?
He's like more ISO on TUSOP.
Maybe more like haunted houses, like how Logan, they used to do like the Andrews family and the Union, stuff like that. I like haunted houses,
Right
Me
on.
too.
especially when it ends in tragedy.
J-Dub still likes haunted houses, and she lived it.
I like to hear of other people's.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'll tell you what, man. I actually have one that I'm researching right now. So,
Me too.
are you?
Mhm.
All right.
How do you feel about haunted airplanes? Because I got some research going on too.
Man.
It's like, yeah.
Or a full episode on the Great White Beaver.
Oh,
Make up your own lore.
I actually need to do that. That was a plan. I just have not got around to it. Yeah.
Listen, fans, if you like the Great White Beaver, you can buy some awesome Great White Beaver merch.
I
Listen,
have the shirt.
Yeah, no, J-Dub.
J-Dub
Wait, you got to get the name right though. It's the Great White Bald
Bald.
Beaver.
Bald beaver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
big-
If you don't get the
it's-
bald in there, it just takes it away.
it's got to be bald.
Like my beaver's bald.
I grew up with this lore as a child, so for me, it's real. It's out there, glistening in the sun, bald,
Yeah, huh?
Just sitting there dangling to and fro.
not dangling. What kind of bald white beavers are you? You
Oh,
know what?
we're
I'm not going there.
We're not thinking of this. I was thinking it was something totally different.
Oh, no, I don't know.
He is awful wrinkly though, if you look at it.
Oh, good lord.
So is it not a nutsack?
No, I'm not. Listen, he's 20. I'm not explaining to him what a beaver is. If he thinks it's a nutsack, we have whole different realms.
Or is
of
it the other
raising
one?
it. No,
the
sir.
picture, it kind of looks like a nutsack.
Oh,
yeah, it's all
no.
wrinkly, like old balls.
Oh no, beef is
But I
not.
know,
I'm not going to be the person to point out what beef is to the TUSOP listeners.
but from 8
It's not
Mile, I
me.
know what a beaver is.
Yeah. It's not a ball sack. I can tell you that much. It's
Well,
a
but no-
mythical
To each-
creature.
To each
Yeah.
their own.
No, it is a mythical creature that lives in Tippecanoe. We're leaving it at that. It's got nothing to do with ball sack. Listen, ball sack is haunting enough as it is. It doesn't need a mythical creature to be tacked along with it. God bless all the ladies out there that tolerate ball sack.
God bless you.
Yeah, absolutely. God bless you. As somebody that deals with ball sack on a normal basis, it's not pretty. God bless you all.
No. They ain't.
Oh gosh.
But it's soft if you do it right.
And wrinkly.
Ah, Oh, good
Oh.
lord.
Oh God.
Oh no.
By the way, Cam, you did make Jen snort in case you missed it.
He thought it was ball sack.
It was just because based on the picture, I thought it was ball
Listen,
sack.
is beef something that's getting lost with time? Is that what's going on?
Well, no,
Well,
I can see that with the it's yeah. No, it's
Oh, yeah.
actually a white beaver, an animal, a beaver on the
With the
river
teeth.
with teeth.
Has a band-aid on too, because sometimes when you're shaving, you nick yourself.
Oh God.
That's why he's bald.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
come
bald.
on.
It's not a choice, it's a preference.
Did you ever, Cam? Did you
Instinct.
ever hear the story behind that? When the kids were younger, we would go out canoeing on lake or on Tippecanoe River.
I'm one of those kids.
And Jeremy and his crazy ass friends came up with this. Kids need to look for the great white bald beaver. And that's where that came up from. And of course, they were relaying it to a woman's parts. And
They were. Meanwhile, us kids
had
were
no
looking.
idea. They were
Meanwhile-
actually looking for
Yeah.
a white beaver. And yeah.
Yeah.
I was
You
too.
know.
Meanwhile, our kids were like, I think I saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dad,
yeah.
Dad,
Over
is
there.
that it? No.
Is that beaver bald? No, it's got leprosy. All right. Okay, that's fine.
Whoop, there it is.
And then
Actually, I was going to name my very first solo album "In Search of the Great White Bald Beaver."
you should have done that.
I
You
just
could've
never.
found,
Go
could
ahead.
have found a white-tailed deer.
You never.
White in the back. It's a beaver.
All I know is at one point growing up on that legend, it hit me when I was about 15. I was like, they weren't talking about a beaver.
No.
Well, we're talking about a beaver.
Meanwhile, Iso-Kam's like, they're talking about balls.
The balls. Why is Golden Jay so obsessed with balls?
That's not. It wasn't balls. Son of a bitch. That's gonna keep me up tonight.
Yeah, it is.
Lost
You're
in
gonna love every
translation.
minute of it.
Listen,
All right. So more haunted houses.
More haunted houses.
stories on haunted houses.
Yep.
Cool. I can do
Yeah.
that.
All right.
The moral of the story here is our merch is not about ball sacks, people. So go out and buy a great white bald beaver tank top. Even though it's cold outside right now, you'll need it for when it gets warm outside again.
It's
But
true.
if you're cold right now, go get you a Vamptober hoodie, or a ribbed hoodie or a ribbed.
Keep it ribbed for the beaver.
Well, we've got the ribbed help me out here,
Hats.
Gold J.
Stock-
Hats.
Yes.
Yep. Ribbed
Ribbed knit
hats.
beanies.
Yeah, ribbed knit beanies for your pleasure. They say Vamptober across them. You a fan of tuberculosis or people sucking blood? Head out to UnitedStatesOfParanormal.com and go to the merch section. Get you a beanie that says Vamptober across it. It's ribbed for your pleasure.
Sounds like a good ad.
It is a great ad.
Yes, go check out the website, UnitedStatesParanormal.com. Keep the emails coming, everybody. Cam, of course, I love the emails. I love them when you send them. The United States, United States of Paranormal at gmail.com. And Cam, thank you for joining us today.
Yes.
Glad to be here.
Absolutely. And
And
if you go ahead.
Logan, thanks for joining us today.
You don't have to thank me for talking. This is what I do. I like talking. And if you guys have spooky stories out there, please, the United States of Paranormal at gmail.com. Send us your spooky stories. You can send us it in text or preferably audio
Yes,
so we can air it all together so the crew at Boozers can react to it.
true. We're excited. We got a new one the other day, so we have a couple. We need a couple more to make a full episode. Getting excited. So Crispy, you promised me one. Where's it at?
It doesn't have to be just ghost. If you saw a cryptid or something just gave you the Wiggins, hit us up.
You had a UFO fly over your car
Yeah.
Anything. Yeah.
J-Dub's making a face of disgust when she said UFO, but anything. If it was ghost, aliens, cryptids, or maybe, somebody staring at you at the produce aisle at the Kroger's and they look like they might be some kind of supernatural creature, let us know.
Or maybe at the Walmart.
The Walmart.
In Kentucky.
Yeah. We at TUSOP don't recommend you going to Walmart in Kentucky.
Oh, we don't?
We don't. It's sketcy.
Cam said his Walmart's nice. It's
You might run into Cam there.
But he's adorable.
He thinks beaver means ball sack. There's something wrong there chemically.
Like a few weeks ago, there's a few people that came in were stealing Legos. When they got caught, they spit in one of the cashiers. They threw the Legos at the asset protection.
My God.
This is just an ad for don't go to Walmart in Kentucky. They steal Legos and spit in your face. Don't do it.
There was one who was stealing Pokemon cards last week.
Oh, come on. Don't call the good name of Pokemon. Come on now. You're going to just give my dad fuel for the fire. Don't do that.
Those damn kids stealing the Pokemon cards.
But the store's actually pretty clean itself, and there's not that much shit smears.
Oh no!
Oh.
When that's a selling point, that's a red flag. It's like,
Just leave buckets out.
Listen, come on down. There's not so much shit smears.
I hear the girls' bathrooms are pretty rough from the maintenance people.
Oh no!
Really?
Listen,
apparently girls are dirtier.
Listen,
I believe that.
The important thing to take away from here is everybody in TUSOP Nation, have a happy Halloween. But more importantly, take that time in Halloween to go out and buy limited edition United States Paranormal merch from the UnitedStatesOfParanormal.com. Just click on the merch section. You can buy you some Vamptober stuff, which is going to be gone at the end of October.
Or at the end of today.
I guess, the end of tonight. Get it while you can. But if that slips past you, nothing's stopping you from getting some great white bald beaver or Haskins or, Sippin' Mothman. We have an amazing line of merch. Nothing's stopping you from getting those.
True.
So absolutely, dip your toes in. Get you a nice piece of merch. Ribbed or not ribbed. It will bring you happiness. I know it brings me happiness. I have all sorts of merch in my closet. I wear them all the time. So
I think we need an Ask Cough car sticker.
Listen, the Ask Cough is nothing to joke about. All right. It's very real. The amount of people I've had ask me is like, why'd you make that up? It is real. Anal tuberculosis is real. It's not
I looked up the pictures of it. Those pictures were gnarly.
Why would you look up pictures of that?
I like to look at pictures of stuff like that.
I haven't looked up pictures of that because I was like, the two things together, I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Meanwhile, Iso's like, nah, let's Google search this.
All right, guys, we got to get out of here. Iso, thank you again. And we'll hopefully get to see you again real soon.
I'll see you very soon.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, guys, go check out the merch store and send us your ideas for other stories and keep it spooky. And we'll see you on the other side.
Bye.
Deuces.
Thank you for listening to the United States of Paranormal. Check us out at theunitedstatesofparanormal.com or at any other of our social media pages. At Twitter at TOSOPPOD, at Instagram at the United States of Paranormal, or Facebook at the United States of Paranormal, or YouTube at the United States of Paranormal 1795.
Please check out our other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment Network. The Call Guys, Golden Image Podcast, Indiana Chiefs Fans, The Golden 80s, Murd Nerds, and A Quart of Books and Booze.
And if you have a location you would like us to check into or a creepy story that you would love to tell us, please email us at theunitedstatesofparanormal@gmail.com. Please like, rate, and subscribe wherever you listen.